In this lesson, we're going to be learning how to evaluate definite integrals using gamma function. So the integral formula for gamma function is given by gamma n is equals to integral from 0 to infinity x to the power of -1 multiplied by e to the power of -x dx. Then we have to evaluate integral from 0 to infinity x to the power of 7 multiplied by e to the power of -x dx. Now our main focus here is to find the value of n in this question we're given. What is the value of n in this question? Once we find out the value of n, then our answer will be gamma of that value of n. If n is 8, then the answer is gamma 8. We found out the value of gamma 8. If it's 7, then we found out the value of gamma 7. So how do we do that? We are going to compare this question with this integral definition of gamma function. Now we have e to the power of -x here, we have e to the power of -x here, so these two are balanced. We have x to the power of 7, we have x to the power of n-1. But take note that what we're looking for is the value of n. Alright, so in that case, we are going to equate the powers of these two terms, which is x. So since they are the same, let's equate their powers. n-1 is equals to 7. Now let's add 1 to both sides. Then n, this and this will cancel, will be equal to 7 plus 1 is 8. So here n is equals to 8. Then the answer here is going to be gamma 8. Okay, and then you need to know that gamma n is equals to n-1 factorial. So which means that gamma 8 is equals to 8 minus 1 factorial. Then 8 minus 1 is equals to 7. I have factorial here. So this is going to be equals to 7 factorial is equals to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then all of these, if you punch it in your calculator, is equals to 5040. Now we have that gamma 8 is equals to 5040. And so this is the answer to this question. Let's look at another example. Now let's evaluate integral from 0 to infinity x to the power of 3 multiplied by e to the power of -4x. Now notice we don't have issue with these terms here. Reason is because we have x here, we have x here. We don't have issue with their powers. But then we can go ahead and equate n-1 and 3 just like we did in the previous example. Reason is because we have we have 4 here and we have only 1 here. So we are going to make this e to the power of -x to be a single term of e to the power of -x. It must be a single term of -x for us to be able to equate the powers of this x to find the value of n. So how do we do that? Let's not forget the x, please. Now we're going to do that by saying let y be equal to 4x. Right, so let's make x subject of the formula. If we do it, we are going to have that x is going to be equals to y divided by 4. Now because of this dx here, we are going to differentiate this x with respect to y. Now the x dy is going to be equals to 1 over 4. Right, now let's make the x subject to the formula again. We are going to have that dx is equals to 1 over 4 dy. Now what we're going to do here is that anywhere we see 4x, we're going to replace it with y. Anywhere we see dx, we replace it with 1 over 4 dy. So we're moving from x word to y word. Let me put it that way. and then anywhere you see x, you replace it with y over 4, which is this. So we're going to have integral from 0 to infinity, then x will be replaced with y over 4, so we have y over 4 cube, then e to the power of 4x, which is this, will be replaced with y, so e to the power of negative y, and then the x will be replaced with 1 over 4 dy, which is simply equals to dy over 4. Now let me write this for clarity's sake. We have 0 to infinity. Now we have y over 4 to the power of 3, then e to the power of negative y, then multiplied by 1 over 4 dy. Is for a reason. Now moving on, we have integral from 0 to infinity. Now this y over 4 all to the power of cube can be separated as y cube multiplied by 1 over 4 cube. Okay, so they are the same. Then we now have e to the power of negative y multiplied by 1 over 4 dy. Now we're going to move this and this. We're going to move it to the back of this integral sign. So we're going to have 1 over 4 cube multiplied by 1 over 4, then integral from 0 to infinity. We have y cube and then e to the power of negative y, then dy. Now if you look at this part of the equation and this part, you see that they are now similar. Okay, we have y to the power of 3 here, we have x to the power of n minus 1. The only difference here is just the variable. Then we have e to the power of negative y, we have e to the power of negative x. Again, the only difference is just the variable. So we are now free to compare the power of x in this definition and then in this question we are solving. Here it is y, just a change of variable. So it is going to be n minus 1 is equals to this 3 here. And if you solve for n, you see that n is going to be equals to 3 minus 1 is equal to 4. Now we have that 1 over 4 raised to the power 3 times 4 is equals to 4 raised to the power 4. Then multiplied by our n is equals to 4. So it's going to be multiplied by gamma 4. Okay, so we have 1 divided by 4 raised to the power 4 multiplied by gamma 4 is equals to 3 factorial, and 3 factorial is equals to 6. So this now becomes 6 divided by 4 raised to the power 4 is equals to 256 is equals to 256. And then if you simplify this, 6 divided by 256, you are going to get 3 over 128. So this becomes 3 over 128. Now I have that our final answer to this question is equals to 3 divided by 128. So this is the answer to this question. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video and share with your friends. Have a great day.